Yeah, hi everybody. Due to all the overwhelming positive response that I got on Help Nail Sean Haugh for Election Crimes Part 1, I'm doing a Part 2. And I want to thank everybody who called in to the authorities in Massachusetts. I did get more concrete confirmation that Christina Tobin of the group Free and Equal has hired Sean Haugh to work with her. That is fairly concrete. We're 99% positive on that. She has retained him to work in New York on a petition drive for the Green Party for a mayoral candidate. And it is likely, though, that he will skip out of New York quietly before the Massachusetts authorities can get hip to where he's at. And what I'd like for you to do is, when you call in, or if you call in again, I want you to add to please ask them to follow through, to issue warrants, and to pursue prosecution, and pursue it in earnest. Now here's a recording of a phone conversation I had with Carol McMahon in Massachusetts shortly after Sean Haugh committed his solicitation of a crime.
Hello, this is Carol.
Hey Carol, this is Gary Fincher. What's this about Sean Haugh, political director, calling?
I had a conversation with Sean Haugh when he heard you were in the state, and the way I look at it is your reputation in the state is good. I was comfortable with you. George was good. So, what Sean Haugh told me, and this was before you turned anything in, was if you get any signatures from Gary Fincher, burn them.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing.
And I guess Sean Haugh put that in writing to someone else.
Yeah, that's pretty startling that the national director would say something like that.
And I would say start with the judicial committee.
Yeah.
If you want to file a complaint, you can work within the party using the judicial committee.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be more damaging to the party if a lot of this gets public.
Yeah.
But definitely something needs to be done about it, because that's wrong. Your reputation is too good. I mean, Carla wouldn't hire you if you didn't do a good job.
Right. Well, I mean,
wouldn't have rehired you if you hadn't have done a good job.
Wait a minute. Carol just said that I do good work. Now, remember, Sean Haugh said in his original email thread that he wanted to, quote, keep Fincher away from our petitions, end quote, as you see right here. Now, ask yourself, why would someone want to keep efficient petitioning talent away from petitions? And then ask yourself, would you trust someone to get a job done who has, as his modus operandi, to keep efficient petition talent away from petitions? And why does Christina Tobin want that for her group, Free and Equal?
I think the bigger issue is that we just had the political director openly advocate a crime.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too cold either. I don't know how. Part of my feeling is I should report a crime. It's happened. I should report it.
Well, the other thing is, directing to commit a crime and actually committing a crime may be considered two different things.
Right, but
obviously no one on this end committed a crime because we're not stupid enough to throw out good signatures.
Right.
Okay, you note here that Carol confirms that Sean Haugh gave the order. Sean Haugh was national political director, and Carol McMahon was the state equivalent in Massachusetts. So this constituted an instruction or an order. Now notice that she said that they are not stupid enough in the state of Massachusetts to want to burn perfectly good signatures. Now, what that is saying is that they aren't stupid enough, but Sean Haugh is. Now ask yourself, what kind of instructions would a subordinate disobey at the risk of reprisal even, because it's, quote, stupid, unquote? Maybe because it's a crime? And please don't miss the direct implication that Sean Haugh is stupid because of his instruction. I'm repeating that again because it's well worth noting. that she is saying that those who do not burn signatures are not stupid enough to do so, and those who want to burn signatures are stupid. So then ask yourself, why would anyone want someone who is stupid running a serious ballot drive? Would you want a stupid person managing your petitions, issuing instructions, if you were running for office? Well, Christina Tobin apparently does.
A threat of a crime, I don't know. I don't know how that legally works. All right, well,
Because at a bare minimum, I would like you to get a public apology from Sean Haugh.
well, that's a bare minimum. I think this guy should be fired. But, all right, I'll see what I can do on that.
Yeah, but definitely start with Judicial Committee.
All right.
And then if necessary, take it further.
Now here's some audio of Christina Tobin from a petitioner conference hotline on the 9th of August.
Therefore, Free and Equal would highly recommend that nobody hire Gary Fincher in the future. So,
Now, did you listen to that audio? Here it is again.
therefore, Free and Equal would highly recommend that nobody hire Gary Fincher in the future. So,
Incredibly, Christina Tobin is seeking to blacklist me, which is very, very unprofessional. And it's simply because I had the audacity to put up the video blowing the whistle on Sean Haugh and his crimes. And because of the loose association that he's working for her, and I put up the video that somehow I'm not worth, my good petitioning talent isn't worth anything. This is unprofessional and reckless. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to also recommend that no one hire Free and Equal or Christina Tobin. Now, but unlike her, I have a warranted reason for it. And no, it's not that I don't like her video or speaking style. Nothing like that. The reason is neither Christina Tobin or Free and Equal have a very good track record, or a very long track record at all. It's a neophyte political organization. On their first petition drive from scratch, they failed on Eric Sunwall's bid to get on the ballot in New York's 20th Congressional District earlier this year. They failed. Now, I didn't create this fact. Now, when you query Christina Tobin about it, she'll blame the state. She'll say the state has onerous signature requirements and blah, blah, blah. But here's the deal. If you're taking on for a client a serious undertaking of getting a petition drive done, it's your responsibility going in to know what's expected by the state. It's their hurdles, the state's hurdles. It's up to you to know what those hurdles are and how to surmount them. It's not your job to wax philosophical on the unfairness of those election laws. They may very well be unfair, and I agree that they're unfair. However, it's your job, if you're undertaking a task, to meet those obstacles, not to question them. Your client is counting on you. So, since Christina Tobin and Free and Equal knew going in that the state had X number of signature requirement, and it would take a X, Y, Z type of effort to get the validity necessary to get that raw number of signatures, and she failed, there's no excuse for it. It's simply incompetence. If she's doing a petition drive, or just completed a petition drive to get a green candidate on the ballot in New York City, I suspect that validity is going to be subpar on that drive too, and I highly expect that this will fail too. If it doesn't fail, it's probably because that they weren't challenged. The signatures weren't challenged. In New York, it's a challenge state. The signatures are presumed to be valid unless they're challenged. If they don't fail, it's probably because there was no challenge. So the bottom line is, if you have a petition drive and you need good signatures, why not go for proven, seasoned, veteran petitioners that get good production and high validity? Don't go with someone who fails out of the starting gate on a drive where they bit off more than they can chew. That describes free and equal in Christina Tobin. You can do better than that.